Hey there folks, this is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our ongoing Let's Play of Disco Elysium for the PS4. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Alright, last time we did some stupid around at the piers, and we've come to the Union head, Evrart Clare, who is a living sack of shit, and, well, obviously he's a sack of shit since, well, hey, he's got guys like Measurehead there working for him, so... yeah, he seems to know a couple of things. Well, flubbed a very important skill check. So, yes, he has my folder, but at least I got my full name. Harry Dubois. Alright, anyways, time to keep going. Looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the cobblestone crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Evrart, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Giant novelty check. It looks like it's meant to be handed over ceremoniously for a gala event. It supposedly exchanges for 25 real to a local feet store. Below the number, a careful hand has been written in the words, constable's rent, all of it, note. Worthless in a pawn shop. Yeah, just being next to that guy made my skin crawl. Don't know what the hell he's got. Don't know what the hell he's brewing, but it can't be good. Alright, anyways, now that I got that all sorted, I should be able to open up the gate. Yeah, this little diversion just took a weird turn. Yeah, maybe I should say before I start dealing with people, yeah, so I get don't flub these important skill checks. Let's see, where was yeah, I definitely should have had drama with me there. A quasi eye of halogen light watches you, emanating a low buzz.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Erratic yet thorough, been in the world for 2 days. Alright, let's roll.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Fine, fair enough. Alright, anyways, dealing with that guy just... Ugh, skeevy. Anyways, let's see if I can open up that... if I can try and get through that... through that punch card code.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Alright, let's save here.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then...
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
No, I meant, what is this place to be?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me?
No.
Why did I call
Maybe
you?
you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name's Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of a film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly, you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
Well, what was all shit? Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24 hours.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
We're done. Let's see, footprints in the dust. Let's see. Stuck like a rat and having to deal with that guy. Well, at least we have his deal on the table. Might be necessary if we have to go and get go and play into it, use it for something later. Or we can find the gun before his guys do. And at least we learned a little something interesting about the gardener. And then he's Renard's personal secretary, and basically she's the one organizing him. And they're handling the legal logistics of his whole operation. Oh, you're back up.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you out like I was a god of martial arts.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. A little.
Whatever, I'm done talking to you.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
It was nice enough. It's but the rest area on the path leading across the open plains. Right, you talked to the boss eye to eye, like men on the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. Any idea who killed the hangman? The mercenary, aye? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Pushed? How? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. Hold up, what does that mean? He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. Did you kill him? I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. Well, at least I was able to wrest some kind of information.
We're native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Yeah, he was expecting that.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Let's talk about a right to work.
Alright, well, I just got my satisfaction from that.
A lorry stuck in... Alright, let's see if we can cash in our bottles here. The tear machine. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears.
Alright, let's see. Alright, maybe after talking to beating the smack out of Measurehead there, maybe I could go beat up this little fat turd.
Look
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh, not much anymore. The strike? I'd have been at it. Apples? Yeah.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Let's see, anything to increase my rhetoric? No, not yet. Hmm?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case-related, you think?
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say.
Alright, let's take a roll here. Visual calculus +4, here we go.
No. These tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Yeah.
The dented yellow mailbox. The box seems happy.
The book is titled Man from Heimdall and the Wildfire. Alright, let's see if we can actually use this check to go and waive our damages with the whirling. Yeah, I mean, Jumbo gave us that check, so... Yeah, might be worth... Oh, well... It's a big novelty check, but... Hmm.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
I have this giant novelty check.
You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny. But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash, Mr. Novelty Check Man?
Fate, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
Right.
Then why are you wasting money?
Right now, if I remember right, there was something about a cockatoo, about a book about cockatoos.
call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in this button.
This button looks new. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't been connected yet. Is it the dice makers?
Let's see here. Where is it? The skill points can also buy new thought cabinet slots or forget old thoughts.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Alright, the novelty check.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the Union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
I don't really know anything. Uh-huh.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the...
Alright, got that novelty check sorted out. Right, well, anyways, there's that chef talking about the special borscht. First, I should probably examine the body, actually.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Are you okay, officer?
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
Let's see. Well, why can't I keep it in? I've been a cop my whole life.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine, though.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
Well, do about me. I just can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Alright, fine. Let's see, volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart. It's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. That it's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. Let's see. Equip and complete a volumetric shit compressor. Great. That means I'm going to need to go and complete some more side quests in order to get myself the points to go and equip that thought. Great. Yeah, by talking to some more people and completing more side quests, then I can equip that thought. Grand Canon 37. Ah, here we go. So that's how that works. Let's see. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings lining the hillside like sarcophagi. An ominous flag flies, already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B-infested slum. Cheerful!
are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Let's see.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
I'm pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Well, the same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Let's see. How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
An aberration. One sole smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
Any ideas?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Interesting. If only I come up with that idea. Interesting.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yeah, prudent. Let's see. Light step. Number 41 shoe.
Woman or a kid?
Let's see. Could be a woman?
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I don't.
Understood. Anything else? A woman or a kid?
Don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else? A woman? Okay.
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person.
Understood. Anything else?
A heavy one. 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker, carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
It could have been an extremely obese person.
From here, the boot the victim wears.
It's bad. Very bad. Before you can heave, the wind changes direction again. The greenhouse plastic flapping in its gusts.
He appears to be wearing some kind of armored boots. I can't see any exotic prints here. Someone had to carry him. Are any of the other prints deep enough?
Let's see. My God, what was
The wind
that?
keeps changing. Are any of the prints deep enough in your opinion?
I think, yeah.
Which ones?
Let's see. Point to the pine tree.
That's a tree. I think we're close to a conclusion here.
One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
We've been through all of it.
Indirect modes of taxation. Turns out, those Financial Oversight Committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look. The hearts and minds of everyday Riversholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
Ultra-liberal dialogue options give +1 real, -1 empathy, thinks he's a hustler or something. A volumetric shit compressor. Alright, need some more side quests to take care of in order to, let's see. I'll find my heraldic bird. Let's see, the special burst. Alright, let's go and ask Renee about the photo.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
It means nothing.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts. Feels like being on recon again.
Renee, I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
You must have seen something in the night of the murder. Your booth looks right in the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Hold on, why were you on a leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
So it was working your shift that night?
No one. The boss has been on man since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrart created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting dirt
reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Let's see. Evrart gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Let's see. Rene should rent out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work's a dead end.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my gout boost now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
I saw a girl in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern. And I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Right, got it. Thanks.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Oh boy, so... very low for 3%.
Ah,
Oh,
the super decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail, unless you is only
don't get...
right. Unfortunately, in not top is a... If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't...
Let's see, indirect modes of taxation. Let's see here. Let's see, ultra-liberal dialogue options give me +1, gives me a real, and -1 empathy thinks he's a hustler or something. Alright, so what's this about a cockatoo?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I'm looking for a book about
A
cockatoos.
book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Okay then.
Shelves filled to the brim with...
Let's see, a sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the corner, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird's calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, A Guide to a Well-Behaved Cockatoo. Turns out there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral patterns.
You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
What about this guide to cockatoos?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Let's see, don't want to steal it. Yeah, no. I want to buy the guide to cockatoos.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are. This bookstore is not strictly... Several maps. The maps look old and faded.
Let's see. A book about different cockatoo species. Or let's see. Perhaps I could offer insight to your own problematic actions. The spectacular major majestic cockatoo eyes you from the corner. A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found in the 17 islands and in southern Faselamia. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in agriculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated. Alright, what problems do these birds have? Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk, and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. Let's see. I could handle that. It'd be nice to have someone to talk to when I'm feeling lonely. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. Alright, that's pretty bad. Anything else here? It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well. You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Alright, the funeral cockatoo. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Episticius funeris, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if it's dressed for a funeral 24/7. There's something indisputably ominous about it. Cool. And the major majestic cockatoo. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle, its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of the poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. Alright, the bang-bang cockatoo. Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species. Common in almost all Siamese forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world, its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Siamese name Bang Bang is thought to be onomatopoeic origins. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me. Yes, but all these cockatoo species are different. Which one are you? Well, why don't I just let's see. Major Majestic? Isn't it obvious? Major Majestic, here I come! Let's see. Only the funeral cockatoo in its darkness can truly grasp the depths of my doom-laden... Grand Common? Nah. Is it obvious? Major Majestic, here I come. You're right. You're majestically embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs in your heraldry. Alright, maybe I can also get some more points by talking about that borscht.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest.
Probably some key.
The metal fills a thick under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys. You know this to be the start. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks.
Yeah, I haven't explored around here, so... A lonely comrade surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The belly of the boat shines like it was recently painted.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I... in the dimming light, some things are becoming clearer. Why am I looking at this wall?
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Right, so that happened.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out?
Why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all. Trying to...
A gar knows. Won't be much use until the snow melts. Oh, a potential witness. An orange bum hat. Let's see, +1 to reaction speed. Let's see, feeling twitchy. -1 to rhetoric. Bum brain. An orange beanie with a couple of big-ass holes on the side. It looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. There we go, that's much better. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. That smoke up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Alright, well, let's save and then talk to the smoker. I got a feeling there's probably going to be some more skill checks. Alright, just gonna save. Call it a day here. Alright, so until next time, folks. This is David on David's Brain. See you when I see you. Bye-bye.